What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion. As you know that the market is extremely volatile due to some high impact news announcement, and we are taking the full advantage of it. As you have seen, we have successfully closed 2 trades early today, and we are looking to have more on that. And in this live session, if I find any trades, definitely we'll be looking at it. And at the same time, before I begin, as I mentioned earlier, give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. So let's see what the market is doing. As you can see, GBP and Euro news already has been released, and we have seen a very good movement on GBP pairs and Euro pairs as expected. And gold is moving little bit in a sideways, and we could find now a direction on gold as well, because gold does this all the time. You see most of the time move in a sideways and then break out to one side. So look at all of them one by one. Now before I begin, let me look at the news calendar to see in fact how the market is behaving. Now looking at the calendar, what we see that there is another news coming on, very important news on USD later today. I mean in Sydney time, which is a couple of hours later, early in the morning, 2 news is coming on USD, also FOMC coming up. So during the FOMC, as you know, the market remains extremely volatile, and that is what we need as a trader, volatility, because after the FOMC, normally in most cases you see a very strong trending direction. So today is Wednesday, so far Wednesday. So Thursday and Friday will be trending day, and we can find a clear direction from today. If we can ride the trend early enough, that's the main intention, to find a trade that we can ride the trend from this session. Let's see how we can progress. Make sure guys you stick till the end to see how the market is doing, to know. So gold, as you can see, we have seen little bit of sideways movement. Firstly, in this time frame we have seen a 20 EMA retest on the 4-hour. But what I think that the way the price action is forming, what I think gold finally might drop. Okay, the way it is doing, gold might drop. But before it drops, for sure that it will do something like that. It will do a bit up and down during the special FOMC or during the news. So you might see a false breakout, big false breakout, a doji, to make a momentum in this market for dropping. The way it has formed, for me, it's still bearish. If you look at the daily on gold, you see that this market creating series of lower high and lower low. Now you see this narrow green doji on gold. This is in fact a bearish candle. If you closely look at, there is a long wick at the top, is basically a rejection of price, rejection of higher price. Now at the same time, if you look at the overall market structure on gold, you see this is a long-term bearish market. Always keep in mind, trend is your friend until as long as you are a trader. Okay, so trend, always give the highest value on trend. So because long-term direction is bearish, and this leg, you see that this is in fact a liquidity grab. It's a false breakout in my opinion, and we might see finally gold is heading to the downside as expected. As you have seen in all my weekly Forex forecast, pardon me, weekly Forex forecast, you have seen that this is how I have predicted, and all those prediction came true. It was incredible. If you look at all those gold prediction 2 weeks, 3 weeks earlier, it did exactly in fact. So this week also exactly predicted that gold is likely to be bearish, and it is doing. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't done yet. If you want to be a professional profitable trader with real trading education, then this is the channel only you will find ever where you will find the real education. So I'm here to give you, just you need to open your door so that I can deliver it to you. So thank you very much for your time also, and make sure guys, as I told you, give a big thumbs up. Let me look at now on the chat how you guys and girls are up to. Hi there, thank you very much. Favor, hi coach, euro dollar is a chance for bear. Looks like, let's look at, we'll look at all of them. Ciao. Good evening, master. Thank you, Dell. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, coach. Thank you. Learn FX. Good evening, Kakulan. Hello, Kakulan. Thank you. Social. Hi, Wizard. Please tell us from best bias for gold, Gbpusd. Thanks. Yeah, that's what we are discussing. We're talking about gold and Gbpusd. Primarily, gold to me is bearish, but as I mentioned, during the FOMC, we might see some unusual movement. So we'll discuss all of them in this session. This is a very, very important session. As you know that this is both London and New York session cover. So make sure guys, you stick till the end to understand everything. And don't hesitate to ask me any question using the live chat. Hi sir, how are you? Thank you very much. I'm good. Sander, good evening coach. Thank you very much. Kakulan, Gbpusd. Nadine, I'm very glad to find Wizard. Thank you. I'm very glad to find to you, Nadine. Thank you very much. Do the videos, educate myself. Nice chat atmosphere in the group. Great. Thank you, Nadine. I think that yeah, I saw you very good. You see that we have enormous platform we created for trader. Thank you very much. Hello, coach, and also Nadine. Members like you coming to this platform, enlightening this platform. Thank you very much. I see that every one of you are very active, knowledgeable, and that's the environment that you need. See, the key points is environment, because otherwise you will be pulled out to the other direction. When I started trading, guys, trust me, I struggle a lot because of the environment, because those who don't trade or those who don't know trading, it's very difficult for you to become a trader with them. So it's very important that you remain in the environment. It says that you will be average of 5 people you hang out. Okay, so it's a knowledgeable quote from research. It says that. So who you hang out is very important. If you want to be a trader, then you have to be with traders. Okay, so there is no other alternative, and that is why I have created this group where everyone have opportunity to interact in the VIP group. I don't think that this kind of group available in any other areas where such a free conversation and everyone is sharing their ideas, even the trade alert, everything amazing. Thank you very much, all of you. Learn FX. Hello coach, thank you very much. Good work, sir. Thank you for your precision. Good afternoon, coach. Euro USD, yeah, we'll look at it. Hey coach, how are you? I'm good, Muhammad. Thank you very much for asking. Gbpusd, I have checked the layout. Yeah, we'll look at it. Coach, do you agree that range trading is more profitable than trend trading? Coach, very good question. So is range trading is more profitable than trend trading? The market, by statistics, 70% of the time the market normally ranges, 30% of the time the market trend. Now which one profitable? It completely depend on your strategy. Could be both profitable, could be none is profitable, based on what strategy you are using. So yeah, that is why successful traders, they have multiple strategies. The reason is the market will not be in the same condition all the time. You see, for example, let me show you what I mean. Let's say this gold market, if you look at this this zone here, okay, for example on the 1 hour chart, and as an example, you are a day trader, so you need trade almost every day. Now if you see this zone here, it is ranging, right? So if you only rely on trend trading strategy, or if you look at the bigger range, you'll see a long range. You see this one here, even this, all those range, right? Now if you depend on only on trend trading strategy, then you might be missing many trades, or you might be impatient. At the same time, if you rely only on range trading strategy, then you will be missing the part when the market is trending. So that is why we have incredible powerful strategies that all the students is learning. We have trend trading strategies, we have range trading strategies, we do have the news trading strategy. Incredible. Okay, so let's jump on to now some of the pairs that I think that will be very important, and then we'll jump on to other pairs. Let me look at euro dollar first, guys, as euro dollar is in fact giving us very good movement. Now euro dollar, okay, looks to me that dollar might get a little bit of stronger. As you know, the dollar and gold is in fact inversely related, as you know that. So as gold is preparing for a drop, then we can say that dollar might preparing for strengthening, right? But at the same time, let's look at Aussie dollar, because gold is fully replicated most of the time with AUD USD at some area, except some areas. So if we look at AUD USD, you see that now this is the daily candle, right? This price section on AUD USD, this is daily chart, which is, to me, let's say if this daily candle closes like that, there is a chance that AUD USD will drop again. Okay, why? Because long-term trend again is bearish. Always I look at the long-term trend, it's very important. Long-term trend is bearish, and for AUD USD primarily bearish. So let's look at now going back to go euro dollar again. Now on euro dollar, see, sometime you might get a little bit of confused of bullish and bearish, bullish and bearish. There is something that you need to understand, is the time frame. Let's say a market is bullish in monthly, bearish in the 4 hour, or maybe bullish in 5 minutes, bearish in 1 hour. So that is why when I say bullish and bearish, you need to pay attention to what time frame I'm talking about. Okay, how, like, I normally in the, I think this is only in Forex Trading Wizard Academy you see that considering a timing means like not the time frame, in what context, what time of the month and week is very, very important in terms of predicting the price action. Those are very successful trader, they use that tactic. Now, for example, a candle forming in the first session of the weekend or weekdays, like the Monday, let's say in the first day, first session, that candle, and somewhere in maybe in Tuesday or Wednesday in an Asian session, very different. Okay, let me give you an example. So that's the real thing that you need to understand, that you started to make very good decision in trading and you become a profitable trader. Okay, so let's say this candle, why I focus on a couple of times, you see this candle was the first candle of the Asian session on market opening. Okay, I'm highlighting this candle on gold, and that's the candle that I took the trade on gold. Okay, and after that I didn't take any trade on gold, and was winning trade. Why this is so important? Because the timing, it's satisfying everything that I need, plus I have the timing element in it. Okay, this is the first candle of the session. Keep in mind that always first candle of the session, that means the 4-hour candle. I'm not talking about 15 minutes or 5 minutes, because 4-hour candle is in fact a very important, because it has in fact a full session's volume in it. Why? Because let's say when this candle formed, that banks in Australia, in New Zealand, they already placed their order in that candle, and you can consider it as a day candle, though it's not a daily candle, but it has huge volume like a daily candle. And that is why it's so important that you understand the timing. Now, and afterwards you see there are quite a few candles has been formed, not that much powerful as this one. So with that said, then how you can, let's go back to euro dollar again. I just came back to some other instrument to explain what I tried to do. Is euro dollar, as you can see, this is the monthly candle. So monthly euro dollar to me is bullish. Okay, this is the monthly candle. Looks to me that it might close a little bit down somewhere here or in that zone. So that means that after closing of this candle, this is a bullish candle, and the price we might see again going bullish. That means that dollar might remain weaker on euro dollar against euro. So looking at the weekly, now if you look at the weekly, my weekly forex forecast, or separately the analysis that posted for the euro, this is what I mentioned, that the price is likely to break the weekly doji's low and then to go up again. So it has already tested the lower part of the weekly doji, okay, this zone. Now highly likely that it will go to test the upper part of the weekly doji, okay, and then we might see a rejection. Now how it will do, as the FOMC coming, as I told you, that we might see a big spike, and that's the spike will create a balance in this candle. So now, like looking at the daily, now if you closely look at the daily, this is the daily candle on euro dollar. Okay, to me what it might do, euro dollar, is what I think that this price will create a spike here, may create a pin bar or doji on the daily. So to form that, if we look at the intraday perspective, we see that the price, as you can see, this is also a forming a doji. Now euro dollar, as the news is coming, what I think it is going to do, doing a doji like that, a spike. So when the price consolidate like that, normally it does this all the time. Now from this spike, it will create a direction like that or like this. So highly likely that all those pairs, including euro dollar and GBP USD, AUD USD, will create that spike on during the FOMC and create this doji, okay, or any kind of candle, and that candle in fact will give us a clear direction of how the market will be moving, and we'll know afterwards that in fact which way euro dollar might be having bullish or bearish. So this is the main thing on this session, that we'll see a big spike. Now let me look at, with that respect, on gold. Let me look at the chat first and then I'll jump onto gold, guys. JB, hello coach, do you offer any trial on your lifetime membership? JB, this is here, you see everything how we are doing. Thank you very much. Hello sir, good afternoon, no problems. What about GBP USD? Sir, do GBP JPY and GBP USD generally move in the same trend? Very good question. Do GBP JPY and GBP USD move in the same trend. Not literally, I can say that no, sometimes not at all, because GBP JPY and GBP USD is basically completely opposite. Let me show you. First of all, GBP JPY, this is a long-term bullish market. You see that long-term bull market GBP JPY. If you look at this, is the market GBP USD is a long-term bearish market. So sometimes they move in the direction when you see that dollar and yen getting stronger and GBP is weaker, or vice versa, then you can see. But in most cases, what you could see that in fact GBP JPY is a long-term bullish market. So yen is weaker for very long time, and time to time when GBP gets stronger, it creates that bullish move. But in terms of GBP USD, it was a long-term bearish market, but for last 2 months we see some bullish move happening. So yeah, not literally, they are not moving in the same direction. Sir, thank you for great trades. I joined yesterday and I feel like I made the best decision. Raphael, thank you very much. Yeah, that's you are welcome. Thank you. Yeah, you made the best decision. Absolutely made the best decision. As I told you that Forex Trading Wizard Academy is to help trader, okay, so that they feel it's the best decision you made. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Sir, hello, I'm very grateful for your analysis. They are very helpful. I'm a profitable trader. Chubanda, thank you. Very good affirmation. Very good. You are a profitable trader. Absolutely. I'm sell Gbpusd. Pankaj, can I hold that? Gold be okay, look at it. So let me look at now. Let me look at all those pairs, guys, to see in fact which way the market is creating the movement. Okay, Aussie CHF, guys, let me look at the bigger picture. This is the monthly price action on Aussie CHF. But I see that looking at weekly, it looks like that AUD CHF might continue to drop. Looking at the daily, okay, so AUD CHF, we see that it's a bearish market. On the intraday, the only thing is that there is a wickless candle, not fully wickless. Yeah, so AUD CHF, this price action I see is bearish. Now if you closely look at that, there is a support here coming up on AUD CHF. Okay, with that support, the price is pressing a pressure on that support. You see series of lower highs being created, and what I think that from this level AUD CHF will continue to drop. Okay, so that candle could be a very important bearish candle, guys, on Aussie CHF. The reason is, see, this kind of market I love trading, because when the market breaks, it does create a big move. And if you closely look at, you see that this is a long-term consolidation. Now with that long-term consolidation, what we see that Aussie CHF in fact creating a very strong pressure on it. Okay, so what I think that from this zone, highly likely that AUD CHF will break and continue to drop. Okay, so for me AUD CHF looking like bearish. So CHF JPY, okay, CHF JPY is showing a bullish price action. Okay, so I see quite a few requests for US30 and GBP USD. So I'll go to GBP USD and then you'll go to US30. So GBP USD, okay, what we see that after this, like the GBP JPY, we see GBP USD is getting bullish. Okay, so that sign that very, you know, that the price action with the gold and GBP USD is very different than in it's a little bit of defying the logic, because gold normally follows GBP USD, but what we see that gold is creating a price action that is looking like a bearish. But let me look at this one. Okay, so let's focus on GBP USD first, then we'll go there. Now GBP USD, as I mentioned earlier, okay, that this pattern that you see is a bullish pattern. You remember that yesterday and today also. Okay, this triangle that I talk about, how many of you remember that I said? Let me know in the chat so that I know that you guys are up to date. So this GBP USD, this pattern that we have seen is in fact a bullish pattern. Okay, so when you see price action doing like that, okay, it's in fact a bullish price action. Okay, what we see when you see this kind of pattern like this, okay, that's a continuation pattern. So it's doing, the market doing its job. Now our job is to follow. Now what we see that it's in fact like the bird's mouth, it's getting out of this mouth. Now what it has done, after creating a couple of dodges, we have seen now breakout of this zone. Okay, now looking at the weekly perspective to see in fact where this might go. Okay, so we see a middleman on GBP USD. Okay, there is a middleman. Now with that middleman, the price came to this support, now going up. So what I think that for the time being, only in GBP USD, because we see mixed kind of price action on euro dollar, AUD USD and GBP USD due to the distribution in the currency's strength. But for the time being, for GBP USD, we see that bullish. And if you look at the daily time frame, we see that this daily price action is in fact a bullish price action that I mentioned yesterday. You remember that the reason, if you look at the low of the daily candle, is in fact a bullish price action. So when you see it in an uptrend creating a series of higher low, it's in fact a bullish price action. So with that in mind, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, this is where we see now it has formed this inverted head and shoulder, creating a couple of dodges. We see that it is pushing high. So let me look at sell GBP USD. Why you sold GBP USD? I see that it's creating a bullish price action. Can I hold that? Okay, so if you have sold GBP USD, let me look at the monthly. Okay, so as I mentioned, it could be aggressively bullish because there is FOMC coming. I can't tell you that to sell GBP USD, it's strongly bullish. Gold views, you look at it. Hello coast, check NAS100, you look at it. US30, sorry, AUD USD, what it goes, no problems. Can I sell Aussie dollar? I don't know why every one of you thinking to sell. Oh, look at it, no problems. So thanks for your analysis, no problems. I remember, awesome. Yes, said that yesterday, very good. Flag retest and go up again, absolutely. You see that now everyone is getting that point. That's amazing, guys. That is what I really happy when I see that you guys are really following up. That's amazing. You know, that's what I need, because see, when you understand how the market moves, it becomes much easier for you to make a decision. You know, trading is three decisions. One is two decisions mainly, the two big decisions. One is which way to trade. Second is when to trade. Okay, two major decisions. So once you know this kind of structure, how the market moves, okay, you will know in fact which way to trade, to buy or sell. The next point is when to enter the trade. Okay, that's the two main things that you need to know. Now let me take a quick exam from all of you guys, if you are ready. Just quick to know in fact, to see how you are following. I'll draw some pattern in just a couple of minutes, and you guys need to tell me which way the next one the market will move. Let's say you saw a pattern like this. This is the basic one, then I'll go to other kind of pattern. You saw the market made this. Okay, now can you tell me the next one should be like that? So this is A, and this is B. Which one is correct? Okay, this is figure number 1. So next move should be like that or should be like this. Which one is correct, A or B? Is the first thing. Let me draw the second figure. The second figure, let's say you saw a movement like that. Okay, and then you saw like this. Okay, you saw afterwards like this. Okay, so when you saw that this market, let's say, going up from here, okay, should you buy here or no? The answer is yes or no. Should you? So you saw first the market came down here, created this kind of pattern. Okay, now you saw the market is going like that. Should you buy here or no in this point? These are the two questions. The first one is A or B. Second one is should you buy or no. Let me see the chat and then I'll jump on to another analysis. Okay, B. Very good. Wow. Amazing. Maldale, Mohanad. Wow. My students are amazing. Every one of you are amazing. Pro traders. Great answer. Everyone is correct. Everyone. That's amazing. No. That's amazing. To sell. No. Wow. Great job. Eliezer, no. That's the point that I need. Wow, everyone is fully educated. Great guys, great guys and girls, amazing. Very good, absolutely amazing. I see that you are getting to the you are on the point. Okay, not it's correct, don't buy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Edge pairs, maybe. Yeah, no, that's good. You see that. So that is why let me show you US30, then you will know exactly when to buy or sell. Okay, if you go to the US30 on the daily, you see that this is US30. See, perfect example of what we are talking about. See, the price normally does this all the time. It will first go one direction, grab liquidity, and then it will come back to the other direction, grab liquidity, and then it will finally trend. Okay, so when you see a movement and triangle, fresh triangle like that, even don't trade it. Let it first do its job the other direction. And if you see that it has done it once in the top, so what it does, let me give you again what it does. In most cases you will see something like that, a move, and then it will create this pattern, and then it will break to the upside and will come back down, will break to the downside, and then in most cases you see it is trending like that. Okay, or it will create impulse, and then it will come back down, it will go up, will come back, retest, and then it will go. So basically either going first up or down. The goal that for you is to look for these things. Okay, it has completed this, it has completed this, now it is highly likely to trend like that. So these are the main things that if you look at the US30 on the daily, you will know what I mean. You see that first of all, let's come back here. Okay, what you saw, that the price tried to break the high and came back to the range, right? Because it has once grabbed liquidity from top, now it will come back down. And replay the chart, and you see it did the same, it came back down, gone up again. So it, now you know that after this daily candle, you know that okay, now it's good time for me to buy. And that is the beauty of understanding this concept. Not concept, that's the how the market moves. Now you can say, okay, I'm gonna buy now. Why? Because it did its job to the upside, creating a false breakout. It did its job to the downside, creating a false breakout. Now you might say, well, then why am I not selling here? You might say, okay, it did a job here, why am I not selling here? Why am I buying here? Can anybody tell me why am I not selling here? Okay, I know that everyone knows. Let me finish it. So the reason I'm not selling here, because it is a bullish market. The final destination is in that way, you know that. So that is why you need to wait for this task to be completed and then buy. Okay, so simple. Very good. I'm enjoying this. Kudos, coach. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Awesome. I'm also enjoying spending time with you guys. Thank you very much. I'm waiting to sell USD CAD. USD CAD selling. Okay, I'll look at it. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. So let's look at now, guys. Let me look at it. Some of you waiting to sell USD CAD. Let me look at it. Why you think that selling USD CAD? Let me look at monthly. Okay, so we see that USD CAD monthly perspective, weekly, daily. To me, USD CAD on the daily, highly likely that this price will test this daily 20 EMA, and then we might see that USD CAD is rejecting from that level. But do not sell blindly. Okay, it's not a good idea, you know, that without selling or buying blindly. Okay, you need to have a specific reason for trading. Okay, reason for entering, reason for, what I think that USD CAD is likely to do is this. It might come today in this level during the news, and from this zone we might see that USD CAD again rejecting. Okay, so that's what I tell that, guys. Even with my word, with what I'm saying, don't buy or sell randomly. Okay, so that's the strategy that you need. Like, you need a specific strategy to trade. I'm telling you, specific. Maybe you can trade only false breakout, okay, in the direction of the trend with a proper price action confirmation. So it's any kind of strategy. As I told you, that all strategy works in the world. The only thing that you need is faith on the strategy, back tested. Okay, and that is why we have so many volume in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy that we put for back testing, is because back testing is very, very important. When you back test, strategy. That is where you can in fact understand a strategy. Very important that you do that, otherwise you will be wasting a lot of time and money. It's important. And I know that that trading is, once you learn that, it's a freedom. Okay, trading is freedom, trust me. Once you learn, once you fully on it, okay, couple of maybe half an hour in a day, you are done. For those who are already profitable traders, they understand it in this. It's in fact a freedom, because even after you understand, wherever you go, you look at the chart, place the trade, and live the life that you want to live, right? Even using some people use prop firm challenge and pass that, and then generate income from. There's a lot of opportunity once you become a profitable trader. So the first thing for you is to become a profitable trader, and then it's easy. Everything become easy for you with your own money, or you have a lot of opportunity out there to trade and to make a financial freedom. Okay, so looking at GBP pairs, guys, I see that GBP pairs including GBP CAD and GBP AUD. Okay, we see that on GBP AUD there is a big liquidity gap, created this bullish candle, which is in fact a very strong bullish candle. Okay, we need to wait for. So we had, as I told you, that today we had 2 profitable trades. So GBP AUD also, it was giving a good trading opportunity here. If you closely look at, you see that the price tested this 20 EMA here and then aggressively gone up with this bullish candle. So if you look at the bigger picture on GBP AUD, there is a monthly middleman here. Okay, so this is the monthly middleman on GBP AUD. You can see that where there is a long wick at the bottom and also long wick at the top. And if you look at the weekly, there is also, on the weekly perspective, previous week there is a liquidity gap. Okay, so monthly, weekly giving us a bullish price action. Looking at the daily, we see that today's candle, in fact the price on the daily, this narrow doji is being respected. From this support we have seen a bounce. So this is in fact a very strong bullish price action. Monthly, weekly, daily, every aspect we see a bullish setup followed by a very strong liquidity gap. Now if we turn on our indicator in our trend following strategy, we see that in fact there is a buy signal here on GBP AUD. Now this is the indicator that available for all the students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, including all other things. If you are our lifetime students, you will be able to access that indicator. Now this is basically our trend following strategy. We translated into a Python script where you can use that indicator, also available for MT4 users. So see this, guys, this is the thing that you need. Once you learn the strategy, it is easy. In this market, you see there is only one candle that is giving you buy signal, and it's here. So that's why if you want to have that access, that you can visit the website. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of this chat. I will recommend you to join the lifetime access so that you can have access to that. And also there is access available for all the strategies, all the trade alerts that we send to our students. Today 2 trade alerts were sent. Both we secured partial profit and the rest is still running. So if you look at this, I can give you an idea of how we are trading. So if some of you want to know more about it, you see that all those trade that sent today, and all of them hit profit target. So now currently there is a lot of value in this academy. which is the best place that you will ever find. So if you want to explore more, there is a link in the description area, you can visit us. So with that said, let me jump on to some other pairs, including so GBP looks very stronger now against JPY and against all other pairs, is because the FOMC coming. So when there is FOMC, the price always create a very strong momentum. Okay, so FOMC is very important. So if I look at the indices, we see that NAS and US30 look at it. Let me look at chat. George the second, you wait for retest, no problems, thank you. Awesome. Oil and good example checkout. Oil, it's good example checkout, no problems, thank you very much. Al Razin, the main trend is up, sir, please gold, look at it, waiting to retest. Awesome. Can I sell US oil? Okay, we'll look at it. Next we'll look at US oil. Good day, coach. Did I miss your Gbpusd analysis? Kanata, we did, and we'll repeat all of them, no problems. Does 4 years help you seeing this market? Really, no problems. Euro USD forecast, please. Absolutely. So let's look at, guys, now US oil to see in fact which way it is heading. Now for me, US oil, firstly, we have seen a very strong rejection from the bottom. Now looking at the daily, there is a long daily rejection on US oil, but at the same time, if I look at the weekly, I see that there is a double top on the weekly. Okay, this is a very important thing that we need to look at. On US oil, there is a double top, and with that double top, we have seen that there is in fact a strong liquidity grab. Now I always talk about liquidity grab, and I also explain many times, and I want to explain every day, because some of you is probably new in trading or probably have forgotten. Let me know in the chat how many of you still not sure about liquidity grab. I have no problem to explain many times, and this is my job, is to trade, and I love that, and I love explaining as well. So let me know in the chat how many of you still not sure about liquidity grab. You see this US oil, there is a narrow liquidity grab, and that in fact propel this movement to the downside. And if you look at the weekly, this is the weekly chart, we see that there is a double top formation on US oil. I think that I need to move this one down. Okay, there is a double top formation on US oil on the weekly, and with the double top, there is, as I told you, there is liquidity that has in fact propelled this price to drop a lot. Now because it has created a double top in this very important level of resistance zone, what we see that the price in fact has created this movement, but at the same time there is nothing at the bottom. You can see this price, if it drops further, it will be a long again in January 2022 levels price. So then how we can expect the price to go ahead? Looking at the daily, it's a really crucial part. Either US oil continue to drop or no. What I think that US oil might go up further here to test this daily 20 MA, and then will drop. It's the trend might remain still bearish, but we might see that. But I think that, you see, there is a strong rejection zone. I think that there will be another spike up from here on US oil, and then will drop. So for the time being, we see that the price is breaking down, but this is really not a very good place for selling US oil. because this zone is a buyer's zone. Okay, see, how do I normally, like, how do you or can predict the market is, see, when you see, let me show you an example in what situation. If you look at this one here, okay, see this market here creating constantly series of lower high and also lower low. Okay, clear downtrend, very strong momentum for dropping. After this kind of bearish candle, it is good idea to sell. But why the current one is not that much impressive is because though it is dropping, you see, but at the same time there is multiple rejection here, so still it is not this way. So we might see again another one going up, okay, testing this level, and then from that zone we might see that it's coming back down. So for the time being, US oil, I will not be doing anything because it's in a very important zone where we could see rejection to the upside. Krunal Parol, I mistakenly sell gold from 1734. Rita, just join Gbpusd, no problems, thank you very much. So two things. One is I'll talk about gold and then we'll go to the Gbpusd. So you mistakenly sold, so if you mistakenly sold gold at 1734, the price is still there, so I don't think that you should take any loss. Okay, the price already at 1734.67, 1734. If you have a specific strategy that you have traded, you can hold the trade. There is still probability for gold to drop. Okay, as I mentioned, we might see spike, but the price action here is still bearish. Okay, as I told you that GBP and gold normally follow each other, but today we see a little bit of contradiction. Okay, so that sometimes happens. So that's gold showing a bearish price action. Okay, GBP looking like bullish. Okay, so it will come in balance after we see that FOMC being released. Gold to me looks like that is still bearish. Okay, not looks like to me, the price action, the market structure is bearish. You can see that gold tested this 20 EMA, okay, and then created series of lower high, though previously it created, you see that inverted head and shoulder, didn't make it through, and then created a head and shoulder. After multiple liquidity gap, we see that it is now creating a bearish price action. Yeah, I think that you see that the way the price action is formed, it created a local level of support. If you look at on gold on the 1 hour chart, you see that there is a support here, which is currently breaking, and there is a valid reason for breakout of this support is because you see that there is a series of lower high created on a level of support, and then at the same time we see that there is a false breakout on that resistance level local. And when you see a support and series of lower high, it's basically a sign that support is likely to be broken. So on the lower time frame, on the intraday, I see that in fact gold is bearish. Okay, it's creating a bearish price action, creating a series of lower high. Okay, so yeah, I think that that's going to be, yeah, I strongly believe that gold will be bearish. I don't think that gold market will go up from here. okay, because long-term trend is bearish. So if that's the conclusion that gold is bearish as I started the session, then what about GBPUSD? Let's go to, so GBPUSD, this move could be a fake move. We could see that it might create a lower high with that high, and then we might see that coming back down, because normally in most cases you see that gold and GBPUSD, they follow each other. The only thing that we need on gold is to break this support zone here. There is a daily support zone. So I think that, yes, you see that gold is, if you zoom out the chart, you will see how the gold market has formed. Okay, so always you need to look like that before you make any kind of decision. You see that there is in fact double top, okay, on gold, and then created this massive move to the downside. See, time to time you saw that this happened. The price bounced, went above, bounced, went above, okay, so created many times that kind of movement. And you see there is a liquidity gap. Now this one, to me, it's not, for me it doesn't look like a change of trend. See, that change of trend happens in a very different way. Change of trend needs a lot of consolidation, and slowly it happens. So that is why they say that a trend is not built in one day. The Rome is not built in one day. A trend is not formed in one day. So a trend doesn't end very easily. So that is why always look for a market that is overextended, such as this one, and then wait for the reversal. That is the high probability profitable trading strategy. So gold market, for me, I think that it's preparing for a drop. Okay, highly likely it will drop. During the FOMC we might see a spike, but finally we could see that drop. That's the conclusion on gold. Let me look at the chart. Thanks you, coach. No problems. Thank you very much, Mohanat. Coach, what's the best level price to buy US30, please? Okay, if gold is dropping, then US30 might drop. So, oh, what happened? Oh, the news is coming. All right, there is a big spike. It's not a news time. What's going on? Okay. Let me look at it. 12:30 a.m. Okay. So the news at 1:45 a.m. What's happened with the gold? Why this spike happened? Is because of the New York session. Can anybody tell me what happened in the market? So it's just a liquidity gap, because when the New York starts, there is a big spike happens suddenly. Guys, see that? That is why risk management is so important. There is a sudden spike happen in the market. Okay, so it's basically creating a pathway for drop. That's good for us. Okay, that's what I mentioned, that gold is likely to continue to drop, but you see that there's a big spike happen. This is a clear manipulation. Okay, anyone in gold trade, if it comes to profit, close it, because manipulation is happening. The price might do very I think there is some kind of news probably. So anyone running on gold in profit, I will recommend you to close. What happened? US dollar holds pumps. Let me see if there is any breaking news, guys. Anyone knows anything? Because I'm on live, I may not be able to focus on news. Okay, let me look at the chat, what you guys and girls are up to. Okay, it's not manipulation. So what's that? Unemployment claim. Okay, the news is still yet to come at 1:45 a.m., which is almost more than an hour. FOMC 6 a.m. My timing is also synchronized. So what's that? Okay, very crazy market situation. That's good. How many trades do you take per month or send in VIP favor? Favor Shivalini, every day we send trades. Today 2, yesterday also 2, per day 1, 2, like that, depends. NASDAQ please, news coming. Canada, I learned how to trade using the 200 and 800 day moving averages. Okay, very good. When the cross, there are big moves, gold cross down. Very good, thank you very much. That's awesome news. It's correct and durable, good news. Thank you, no problems. Low level news, core durable order screen up. Gold test lower area. Okay, so I couldn't find why this is a spike happen. Very fast subtle spikes like an FOMC spike, but it's a manipulation. It's happened. Please refer Forex Factory. Unemployment insurance weekly claim, no problems, durable goals, news positive for USD 830. Okay, awesome, very good news. News is a part of the business. So let's find out what gold might do. Let me look at the daily. Okay, so what I think that the way it is doing, you see the bias is bearish on gold. Okay, it's just creating a downward bias. That means that highly likely we could potentially see that yeah, this is the 1 hour candle on gold. You can see that it crossed back to back. How many 1 hour candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles low, high, and now we have seen this move. So based on what it is doing now, suddenly it became very volatile. Okay, see, this is what I tell guys, that gain a lot of experience in looking at the market. Very important. So what we see that there is a big rejection from the bottom, and as the FOMC coming, as I mentioned previously, highly likely that we'll see a doji like that. Okay, during the FOMC, if we look at the weekly, what we could see, even we could see that weekly high is broken, okay, and then created a new high and then has dropped. So looking at daily, because there is a daily weekly candle, this zone is in fact very important. When there is a daily weekly candle, which is a volatile zone, even if you can do scalping on daily weekly candle, I do sometime if I have time. These days I'm very busy on watching only in that zone, but it's also a very good area, and it's a very good place for scalping as well. So what we could see that this one, I think that it will do something like that, okay, and with that doji, okay, gold highly likely will test this. You see that the market left kind of imbalance. Let me tell you what gold did. This is 4-hour time frame, and we see that there is in fact a support zone. Now this is the opening of the first session's candle on the weekly, and what I think that could do during the FOMC is it will test this level, and then it will come back down, close as a doji, okay, and then will move, create a new direction for the movement, okay. So very volatile. If you are in profit in an instrument, I would say that close the trade as early as possible during that volatile period and wait for the direction. Natural gas is sell area. Okay, we'll look at natural gas. It's because rise in jobless claim. Very simple, friend. Natural gas in sell area. Okay, let me look at natural gas XNG USD. Okay, I don't think that natural gas in sell area, guys. Though it is at the top, but looking at the monthly, weekly, okay, and then daily, okay, it is a strongly bullish market. I will not recommend to sell, okay. Guys, keep in mind that this market we see on natural gas is in fact a bullish. It's in a buy zone, not in sell zone. So that's the program that we need, every one of us. This is the main goal of my goal is to help my students, for every one of you there, to create you know what I can say, create a program so that you can make the right decision. So every retail trader, including myself, when I started trading, thinking to buy when I see at the bottom and selling at the top. So if you look at the natural gas, okay, what you see that this is a very strongly bullish market. So when you do this kind of market, think of buying, not selling. So buy higher high, sell lower low, okay. So that's could be, you can write in your trading plan, buy higher high, sell lower low, okay. So very important. Let me know in the chat. Okay. Okay, so let me know that what other so EuroCAD, what I see that guys, EuroCAD showing a very strong bullish price action. Okay, created a very strong bullish price action, including GBP CAD, very strong bullish price action after the news. Both of them started to trend in the direction. Okay, in the meantime guys, I want to know what's your favorite pair that you trade. Let me know. I'll tell mine. I look at all of them, whichever giving me trading opportunity. Let me know your favorite pair that you really love to trade and why, so that I know actually from you that why you love that pair. Is because maybe you have a lot of winning trade from that pair, or you just love trading that pair. Let me know in the chat. Okay, AUD CHF looks to me that very aggressively bearish. Okay, we see that the price has broken this support here. So 16 minutes later we will see a candle close. Let me look at the weekly. So this is a long-term bearish market, AUD CHF. Daily there is a middleman, and then we see that the price is coming back down. So for AUD CHF, but the only thing remaining is that you see there is a daily 20 EMA that has not been tested. So what it could do during the FOMC, when the gold will be volatile, AUD will be volatile, and we might see a retest of this daily 20 EMA. So which is, it's creating a bearish price action, but at the same time it's a little bit of risky to buy from the sell from the support. So let's keep it aside. Aussie yen, just looking at all of them. CHF JPY, monthly, weekly. So you see that CHF JPY very strongly bullish now. Okay, and it could be a very strong explosion to the upside on CHF JPY. Why? Because see, this is the weekly chart on CHF JPY, and if you closely look at, you see that in fact this market that has created is very strongly bullish. Okay, let me draw this level, then you understand. You see that that we discussed earlier about GBP USD. Now this zone, you can see a very strongly bullish market, and with that market what we have seen quite a few weeks consolidation and doji. So the more consolidation, the stronger will be the movement. Now what we see that CHF JPY has created this movement where primarily that we looked for at the top, there is once liquidity gap, came back down twice, broken this support twice on the weekly perspective, grab liquidity, and we have seen a now it is creating this green move. Is in fact, in my opinion, it's creating a big move to the upside. Okay, a very strongly bullish market, CHF JPY. Now looking at the daily, if you closely look at daily, you see this structure is highly bullish. There is a multiple times liquidity gap in that zone. You know, this support penetrated couple of times. We see that now it is going to the upside. So If you closely look at, there is a daily doji here. Okay, this is daily doji after this bullish candle doji. As I mentioned, it's a continuation pattern, and today after market open, we have seen that the price started to move in the direction. So let's see how we can see on the intraday. Now on the 4-hour time frame, let me turn on our TF or trend following strategy indicator, which is not giving anything because the candle is still not close here. But what we see that from manual perspective, because the indicator will not give you anything until you see the candle close. So we see that there is, if you closely look at this price section, we see every session the price was creating series of higher low. So from this previous resistance zone, okay, resistance here, resistance, which is turning support, we see that CHF-JPY in fact created a very strong bullish move, and every session we see series of higher low, including this current one is in fact a bullish engulfer. So it is in fact a very strongly bullish CHF-JPY. Looks like the CHF is getting stronger, so as a result we see Euro CHF is creating down, but this one I'm not gonna trade because there is already a rejection here. So before candle close, I'll just look at in fact how the market is doing. Okay, let's look at euro dollar, back to back two dojis, which way the market is signaling. Let me look at it. This is the weekly candle. You know guys, what I think that euro dollar this week also, highly likely that this week also euro dollar will create a doji, okay, weekly doji. So as it has visited the lower part of the previous weekly doji, highly likely this price will visit at the higher part of the doji and then will come back down again. So to form that pattern, what I think that euro dollar during the FOMC we might see a spike. Now if you look at this price action here, okay, this is a bullish price action here on euro dollar. You see that first of all this impulsive move, and then there is a very strong pattern to the upside. But if you closely look at back to back two dojis, they are bullish. The price action here is bullish. So what it could do, the next one in FOMC, as I mentioned, we might see a long doji like that. Yeah, there is a high probability for bullish move. If I turn on my TF indicator, we see a buy signal on that zone. Okay, so looking at GBP USD and looking at gold. Okay guys, so as I mentioned yesterday's live streaming guys, that euro dollar, when this pin bar formed, that euro dollar is likely to be bullish, did that, Now what I see that currently on euro dollar, this price action to me is bullish. Okay, now it may do something like that, even it may break this one's low, and then we could see that bullish move is happening. Because if you look at the next candle will come with the news announcement coming up. Okay, so yeah, this is a bullish price action now on euro dollar. If you draw this resistance zone, which is turning support, and we see multiple times it has tested. Okay, so euro dollar in my opinion is bullish. Okay, like euro CAD is also highly bullish. GBP CAD also highly bullish. So if all of them is getting bullish, then what's happening with gold? That's the question, right? Now what the gold has done, you see there is a big long candle. So normally you see that the price reversed like that with a big candle. Okay, so that could be that if euro dollar and Gbpusd getting strongly bullish, then gold is doing the same thing, right? Though gold will follow them, or they follow the gold. So that is why gold price action so far here was not predictable until we see this kind of manipulation. So what we could see during the FOMC on gold, as I mentioned, a doji like that can give you in that direction or in that direction. After we see the doji, then we'll understand. So for the gold, for euro dollar, for me, it's showing so far it is a bullish price action. So let me look at the chart, guys. Initial job, no problems, natural gas. Arimili, gold, yeah. Arimili would look at it. GBP, JPY due to volatility, yeah. UJ, less margin, high volume, no problems. Thank you very much. Mohanat, me US30, boom, crash market, it starts with profit, yeah. Mine GBP, CHF, AUD, CAD. How's Gbpusd looking to you, coach? No problems. Euro GBP views, sir, yeah. It's 100, absolutely. So let's look at I see quite a few GBP, CHF, AUD, CAD. So let's quickly look at, guys, you are requesting AUD, CAD. AUD, CAD, it looks like bullish. Okay, looking at weekly, yeah, bullish, monthly, yeah, bullish, daily, bullish. So AUD, CAD, now from this daily support zone we see some bullish move. If we look at the intraday perspective on the 4 hour, we have seen the price has created this pattern and then breaking to the upside. So for entry opportunity, what I would say that AUD CAD on the lower time frame, after closing of this candle, we might see that the price coming back to test this level. That could be a very good place on the retest to entering buy position. AUD CAD is, to me, it's bullish. GBP CHF, let me look at it. Okay, GBP CHF also showing a bullish price action. As you can see, GBP is very stronger, but I would not recommend to buy GBP CHF. Instead, GBP CAD or GBP JPY is better, because CHF is inherently a stronger currency. So if GBP getting stronger, then strong with strong is not a good idea, isn't it? So always I try to marry strong with the weaker. So with that said, GBP JPY, in case I buy, then I will always look for the weaker currency. Comparatively, JPY, CAD currently weaker currency. so we could CAD sometimes get very stronger. So long term weaker currency is JPY, and that is why I always try to find a strong with JPY or dollar. So GBP JPY could be a very good currency for buying. As you have seen, it is showing a very clear direction in the market. So let me look at the chat, guys. What's you are up to? Okay, let me look at NAS100. Okay, so as we see that GBP USD euro dollar, they are giving us kind of bullish sign. The NAS100 US30 also giving us a bullish price action. So with that said, NAS100 currently is bullish. So what we could see, as I mentioned in the news, we might see a spike. So for me, the best place for going long on NAS100 is for the price to come and test this 20 MA and then to go ahead and continue to go up. So that zone could be a very important area for buying NAS100. Okay, so this is a very important level. So what I'll do is for NAS100, for the price to come and test and then go long. So NAS100 is bullish. In fact, this price action is a very strong bullish. On the daily, we have seen see, if you look at the previous days NAS100 candle, this is a textbook bullish engulfer. Now after this kind of, if you're trading on the daily, I would say that it's a very let's say it's a 80% probability trade on NAS100 on the daily perspective. The reason is, this is the structure that we are talking about so far. You remember that when you see a structure like that, okay, and then you see this pattern, wait for this to happen, and then it will continue to do like that. So it did this. If you see that this is the movement, the triangle or any kind of structure, it is in fact not a triangle, it is like that, okay, and then it did that, came back down, grab liquidity. Now it is creating a bullish pattern. So with this bullish engulfer, this candle, if you closely look at the close of the daily candle from the low and the high, it's in fact a very strong bullish engulfer that engulfed. And also if you closely look at the low of the daily candle, you see that it is remaining in between this previous rejection. So it couldn't break this low, means that the sellers are not strong enough to break this level, giving you a very strong momentum for buying. And this dynamic support with this 20 MA is protecting this price action for pushing it to the high. Probably you can see it here. So if we look at the intraday perspective, we see that in fact we see a breakout. Now with that breakout, now it is creating a channel like that, which is in fact a bullish channel. Now on the lower time, if you go to the 1 hour, you see that channel is being clearly, okay. So what I'm expecting during the FOMC, for the price to have a spike down, okay, grab liquidity from here and then to shoot to the upside. I'll be going long on NAS100 as soon as I will find that opportunity. Thank you very much for your time. And if you want to trade this instrument, indices, gold, euro dollar, GBP USD in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and also learn our strategies, then you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, and also there is a at the top there is a website address is given, you can find it. If you have any question, you're always welcome to ask. There is a live chat available 24-hour. The agent will be there to answer any question. Thank you very much. So let's jump on to Euro USD. How about your idea? No problems, we'll look at it. So, good morning from NYC family. Thank you very much. Good morning from Forex Wizard family. Euro USD forecast, let me look at it. Okay, so euro dollar, this is 1 hour middleman, which is bullish candle. Okay, look at this one here. This is a middleman that is exactly according to our okay, euro dollar given as a bullish price action. There is a news coming, so otherwise I would jump on a buy trade. We might see further manipulation to the downside, or even it could continue to go up. So euro dollar on the 1 hour, it's a middleman. This is what I talk about, the middleman that we really love to trade. A middleman, if you don't know what is a middleman, this is the first time from Forex Trading Wizard Academy we explain what is a middleman. A middleman is a price action that has a healthier body with a healthier wick and healthier wick at the top and bottom. When this candle act as a breakout candle or a retest candle, it's a high probability trade setup. So what, because there is a news coming up, what you could see that euro dollar coming up to test this 20 EMA, or even without testing we might see, because this middleman now acting the role of breakout candle. Okay, let me look all of the pairs because the candle has closed, and I want to see in fact which one, how they have closed. Okay, so all of them, GBP, JPY, okay, so gold, I think that it just grab liquidity from here. It's a false breakout on gold here. Okay, so this candle now telling me that because euro dollar GBP USD will be bullish, gold might start to push up from here. Okay, so it looks like that. Let's see what happened in the progression. So looking at NZD USD, this one also showing a bullish price action. Okay, let me look at dollar yen. Okay, we had a, so dollar yen. Okay, all right, dollar yen given us a very strong bearish price action. This candle that you see on dollar yen is a selling candle. Let me look at it weekly, monthly. Okay, dollar yen, now this candle you see it has the element of a clear false breakout in it. Okay, now the only thing is that there is FOMC coming and news is coming, at 1:45 p.m. there is news. Okay guys, so let's sell dollar yen. Okay, even news is coming, do proper risk management. Okay, we'll be selling dollar yen and I will be selling too. We'll send the same trade to our students as well. Or before we take dollar yen started to drop aggressively, so we see that very strong drop. Let's keep it as aside because it dropped, it has gone down. So already has gone down, well down, so leave it, keep it aside. So dollar yen has given a very strong drop, so if it goes up again for retracement we'll go short, but be patient. Suddenly a big move happened. How many pip? Almost 13-14 pip down. Okay, USD has broken out of this level as well. Okay, looking at daily, very strong breakdown on USD. Looking at weekly, USD guys is very strongly bearish. Good day gold, please. Yeah, look at, is there another name for middleman? So middleman, there is no other name, it's a middleman that we, so you see hanging man, other price action, so middleman is the middleman. So that's what we, because there is a reason for this middleman to be middleman. In fact, David, hi from London, thank you very much David for joining from London. And Gbpusd, please, absolutely. Sandra, in 15 minutes US news again, margin DXY push upward direction after the news. Yeah, I think so, let me look at it. Okay, we see that dollar yen has aggressive drop and we couldn't take the trade because as you have seen, but that's fine, sometimes it happens. And also there is a news coming, better to just be observant until we see clear release. So dollar Swiss franc also has given very strong bearish price action. You see that this is a bearish engulfer which is has grabbed the liquidity. Now according to our trend following strategy, you can see that this is USD CHF has given us a sell signal, and that sell signal in fact completed a head and shoulder. Now this is our trend following indicator, this is our trend following strategy translated into a Pine script for trading view user as well as for MT4 user, available for all the students. We see that, so in my opinion, dollar getting weaker, USD CHF and dollar yen is dropping, euro dollar is going up, so gold highly likely that going to be bullish. Okay, so yeah, gold is going to be bullish until the FOMC, and then we'll see from there what happened. Okay guys, so let me know in the chat what you are up to. So you found a direction after long research that let me look at the USD CHF. Now we need to find an entry. Okay, USD CHF and dollar yen. So basically USD CAD also might come back down, but CAD is a little bit weaker. So the better currency for shorting now is USD CHF and dollar, especially USD CHF is a very good currency for selling because it has created a head and shoulder here, and CHF getting stronger, USD getting weaker. So what I need, an entry. Okay, so during the news guys, if dollar Swiss franc is going up, we will be selling this zone. Okay, so let's shortlist the pairs that we think that will give us a good trading opportunity. Gold, so all USD pairs is very hot now. euro dollar, GBP USD, dollar yen, USD ZAR, US oil. Okay, US30 NAS100. Let me look at this one here. So what do we see that for me, USD CHF is the best for shorting. Okay, currently CHF getting very stronger. Okay, so but it didn't give me the entry. I need this price to go up a little bit, otherwise I'll not have the risk to reward ratio. Okay, so we need to wait for the price to come to a zone where we can find potential entry. Okay, so let's see if during the news, if we see that a spike to the upside, we will be entering the trade on dollar Swiss franc. Okay, and also in gold. Okay, so very strong momentum on dollar Swiss franc. Okay, so we need to find a good point for entry on USD CHF and dollar yen, any one of them. Okay, will be very good pair for selling. Yes, Krunal, I think so. Yeah, you can consider yesterday's weekless candle. See, this is what happened. You see that on the daily we saw that there is a weekless candle. The price came to that zone, and this daily 20M almost touched and also tested this support. I think that because other instruments showing bullish move. Now look, you can't come to conclusion right now because, as I told you, FOMC is still remaining. FOMC will change the game completely, because when you see a big candle on FOMC, it will in fact tell you what's happening. Let's say you saw a candle like that on a FOMC as an example, a green candle like this, which may happen on FOMC. Okay, let's say like that. Okay, let's say you saw like this, then what are you gonna think? What are you gonna do? So what it will do then, it will do something like that, will slowly come back down, retest this zone, and it will go up. Okay, on the other hand, if you see an FOMC, let's say like that, as an example, you saw a candle okay, like this. That's a different story, isn't it? So in that case you might see that the price is melting down, so that is why it is important. But the way the symptom is showing is bullish, because dollar getting weaker means that gold is gonna be going up, because they are inversely related, you know that. So that is why see that. Now I don't see clear signal on gold. Instead I see a very good signal on dollar Swiss franc, which is bearish. Okay, now from this level we might see that USD CHF again going up during the news, and that is what I will be entering, because it already created, if you closely look at that, there is a head and shoulder on USD CHF, and this head and shoulder is in fact a bearish head and shoulder, because the right side, okay, is lower than the left side, is one sign that the buyers are weaker than the seller. And if we can enter the right place, we can at least target. And when you do this kind of head and shoulder, is basically the change of trend. And if we look at the bigger picture on the monthly, dollar Swiss franc already has a big drop. It's still probability for drop. Weekly, as you can see on the weekly, after the previous week's doji, it's already a strong bearish market. Now we can expect at least 1 or 2 weekly candles down, or even at least if we see that this market, let's say, came to this weekly support, that's enough for us, isn't it? Looking at the daily, see that there is already on the lower time frame a big move, right? If it comes to this level, that's a big move. If we can enter in the right place, keeping stop loss above this high, it will give you 4 to 5 times risk to reward, or 3 times risk to reward, and that's trading is. So we'll be waiting for that. As soon as I will find that, I'll be entering the trade. Okay guys, so due to the time limitation, I need to end the live session. So the conclusion for me is that gold likely to be bullish. Dollar Swiss franc is my first priority to enter a short trade, because as soon as market open, we see drop very fast, we couldn't enter. Now what I need is the price to go up here and to test this level. Okay, so even I think that if you place an entry pending order, if you can't watch, then this could be a good trade with USD CHF 1 to 2, like that. If it triggers, if you place a pending order, it may trigger, it may not trigger. But if it goes up, then I'll be entering the trade, and I'll send the same trade to our VIP students, because if you see that this is satisfying all the rules of our trend following strategy, and you can see a sell signal here according to our trend following indicator. Now this is the indicator that is available for all the students who are learning our strategies in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, in the student dashboard in your website. If you want to have that, including all the trade signals, strategies that we are offering to our students, you can visit the website. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. So with that being said, guys, I really enjoyed this session with you. I hope that you also enjoyed. Make sure you give a thumbs up, everyone, and also don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow is another volatile day coming, as after the FOMC all the pairs will start to trend, and I'll see you both in before London session and in London and New York session. Thank you very much. Make sure you manage your risk in your trading. Stay happy. See you tomorrow.